Next thing that we are going to study is the cost of holding the inventory and the cost of not holding the inventory. The next thing that we are going to study is cost of holding the inventory and cost of not holding the inventory. But the problem is that if we hold the inventory, then also we have to pay some cost. And if we do not hold the inventory, then also we have to pay some cost. There are problems attached with the both situations. For example, if we hold the inventory, if we keep the inventory with us, what type of cost that we need to pay? One is called opportunity cost. That if we have not invested this money, this amount of money in inventory, we might have kept the same money into the bank, we might have received interest on that, because the capital cost involved in the keeping the inventory, we spend money in keeping the inventory, in purchasing the inventory. So a lot of working capital is tied up in the goods if the goods are stored, and that working capital might have another use. Okay, the working capital might be used to pay off loans, to buy new equipments, to pay off the suppliers, to gain the early payment discounts, etc., etc., etc. If we are missing all that scenarios, we are missing all that opportunities and benefits if we keep too much inventory. The second is storage cost. We have to hire a warehouse. We need to pay the rent of that warehouse. That is a storage cost. We will have to keep special conditions in that warehouse. That requires a lot of cost. For example, a certain level of environment. We have to employ a few people over there. That few people that we need to employ will take salaries, wages. That is also cost. Then the risk of wastages and being obsolete. If we keep too much inventory, the inventory might have some short life cycle. The inventory might be perishable. It might become out of date. It might become out of fashion. It might have an expiry date, and it might be expired because on that date. So these kind of wastages might happen on it. This is the cost of holding the inventory. We have cost of not holding the inventory too. What is this cost of not holding inventory? First of all, lost sales. Okay. If the customer comes and firm do not have, the business do not have enough inventory. For example, you do go to a medical store and you ask for a Panadol tablet and they say, we do not have Panadol. Okay, what will happen? One, that they have lost the sales because you will go to another medical store and buy the Panadol. And second is the reputation problem. You won't go on that medical store again. You will realize that they do not keep the essential inventory, so do not need to go there and purchase something. Second is the idle production resources. If you have labor, if you have capital, plant, and you do not have inventory to produce goods and services, what happens to that labor and plant? They're sitting idle, they're taking salary, increasing your cost. And as a result of that, you're not producing everything, your business will go into the losses. Okay. Special orders may be expensive. People give you orders. You go to market to buy the inventory. The inventory will be very costly because you do not get bulk buying discounts. And similarly, if the supplier know that you are in emergency need now, supplier may charge high price. People might give you smaller order quantities. They won't give you larger orders. And high per unit cost, because purchasing in smaller amount will increase. No bulk buying discounts. As a result of that, per unit cost will be high. So this is what happens when we have the cost of both, cost of holding the inventory and cost of not holding the inventory.